Democrats have released new emails which they claim raise serious questions about Donald Trump's relationship with the convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. In the emails, Jeffrey Epstein asserts that the US president spent hours at his house with one of the unnamed victims. The White House has claimed that the emails are a smear campaign against the US president. Mark Stone explains now what the emails have revealed so far.
One email I'm going to pull out to you was written by Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell, his girlfriend. He, of course, now dead. She is in prison in the United States. The email was written in April 2011. And he says to her, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. He then goes on to name a victim. That name has been redacted. He says, victim spent hours at my house with him, with Trump, so alleges Jeffrey Epstein. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. So there is an allegation. Incidentally, Ghislaine Maxwell replies, I have been thinking about that. So there is an allegation from Jeffrey Epstein that a victim, unnamed, but who has since been named by the White House, and I'll come to that, spent hours at my Epstein's house with him, Donald Trump. So that is one email of clearly of significance. There are others too. I won't go into those in detail right now, but as I say, we're analysing them all, and so stay tuned and go onto our app and website as well, where we'll have plenty more. Now, the White House responded, Mark, to those three initial emails, one of which I just read out there. Caroline Leavitt is the press secretary. She released a statement earlier today where she said the Democrats selectively leaked emails to the liberal media to create a fake narrative to smear President Trump. The unnamed victim, that's the one in the email I just read, referenced in these emails is the late Virginia Giuffre, who repeatedly said that President Trump was not involved in any wrongdoing whatsoever and, quote, couldn't have been friendlier to her in their limited interactions. The statement goes on to say, the fact remains that President Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of his club decades ago for being a creep to his female employees, including Giuffre. And it concludes, these stories are nothing more than bad faith efforts to distract from President Trump's historic accomplishments, and any American with common sense sees right through this hoax and clear distinction from the government. Distraction from the government opening back up again. That a reference to the fact that the federal government remains in shutdown. So a robust defense of President Trump by his press secretary, Caroline Leavitt. A bit of context briefly to that. Virginia Giuffre, she is the woman photographed with Andrew in that now infamous photo. She worked at Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump's property down in Florida many years ago. So that is the context there. There is going to be a lot more that comes out of this.